So you've probably seen the news that Peter Steinberger is joining OpenAI. And let's be real, most people are seeing this as just another big tech hire, but they are completely missing the point. This was not a hire.
Exactly, Alex. You've hit the nail on the head. This was a surrender. This was the moment the entire open source AI agent movement basically just waved the white flag. And that's the real story right there. You had OpenClaw, this scrappy, unstoppable movement built by developers for developers. And then you have OpenAI, the corporate giant. In a single weekend, that giant took its single biggest threat completely off the board. Just gone. So how in the world did OpenAI pull this off? Well, the whole story starts with a massive, and I mean massive, unforced error from their biggest rival, Anthropic. They literally had the future of AI agents in the palm of their hand, and they just fumbled it. Okay, to understand how big this fumble was, you need to understand what OpenClaw represented. The project had 145,000 stars on GitHub. Now, for anyone who's not a developer, that's not just a popular tool. That is a rock concert-level movement. That's on par with things like React, a foundational piece of the internet. And this wasn't just some number on a website. This movement had real-world consequences. Developers were so hungry for an AI they could control, an AI that ran on their own machine, that they caused a literal global shortage of Mac Minis just to run this thing. And here's the crazy part. While the OpenClaw body, the code, was running on all those Mac Minis, its brain was usually Anthropic's Claude 4.5 model. So Steinberger was, in effect, a free marketing and growth engine for them, funneling millions of dollars in API fees straight to their bottom line. For free! So what does Anthropic do with this absolute gift, this golden goose that's printing money for them? Do they partner up, fund it, try to acquire it? Nope. They send lawyers. They hit the project with a cease and desist over a trademark. A trademark. It's just unbelievable. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It was probably the biggest strategic blunder in AI in the last 5 years. And while Anthropic was busy calling their legal department, Sam Altman and OpenAI saw the opening of a lifetime. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? It's a tale of two completely different mindsets. Anthropic's play, a legal threat. OpenAI's play, a dinner invitation. It's the old, slow corporate playbook versus fast, modern strategic thinking. And from there, it was a done deal. A selfie goes up on social media on a Sunday night, and that's it. The OpenClaw code gets donated to some foundation, which is a nice PR move. But let's be clear. The architect, the vision, the roadmap, the entire soul of the project now belongs to OpenAI. And that's the bottom line. OpenAI didn't just acquire a piece of software. They acquired an entire movement. They basically walked onto the most dangerous pirate ship on the sea, took the captain, gave him an admiral's uniform, and just like that, the rebellion was over. But why was Steinberger such a huge prize? Why all this drama? To get that, we have to talk about the technology itself. This isn't about better chatbots. This is about a fundamental shift in what an AI can even do. We are entering the age of AI agents.
Right. The key concept you have to understand is the action layer. You see, for the last couple of years, AI has been stuck inside a text box. It can talk, but it can't act. The action layer is what gives that AI hands and a keyboard and a mouse to actually reach out of the chat window and get things done on your computer.
Exactly. Let me put it another way. The chatbot era, step 1, is the AI telling you the steps to book a flight. The agent era, step 2, is the AI just booking the flight for you. It's the huge leap from having a co-pilot to just having an autopilot.
And the end game here is absolutely massive. The ultimate goal is to make the web browser a legacy tool. Think about that. OpenAI doesn't want its powerful agent living in a little Chrome tab. They want it baked directly into your operating system, making the OS itself the new interface for everything. But, and this is a really big but, this kind of magic comes with a very steep price. This whole shift from a local open source tool to a closed corporate cloud-based system forces a huge choice on all of us. And that choice is between digital sovereignty and pure convenience. And Peter himself actually framed this whole debate perfectly. His stated goal is to build an agent that even his mom can use. That little phrase, Momproof, that's everything. It sounds great, right? It means simple, safe, reliable. But what are we giving up to get there?
This brings us to the really uncomfortable truth. OpenClaw was popular because it was private and ran on your own computer, but it was also basically a useful virus. To do all that cool stuff, it needed crazy high-level access to your system, your files, your passwords, everything. Security researchers flagged over 500 vulnerabilities. That is not good.
So this is the choice we're all going to have to make. On one hand, you've got digital sovereignty. You run the AI locally, you control your own data, you own everything. But you also own all the risk that comes with it. And on the other hand, you've got that Momproof convenience. OpenAI manages all the security in their cloud, it's a seamless experience, but the price is giving up control. You're handing over your data and access to your machine in exchange for safety and ease of use.
So, okay, let's bring this home. What does this coup actually mean for your digital life in the very, very near future? Because we're talking about the arrival of something completely new.
And the predicted timeline here is incredibly fast. This year, the whole industry pivots to the cloud because of this move. By the middle of next year, we'll see the introduction of this shadow agent. And by the end of 2027, the operating system itself becomes the main way we use our computers.
And this shadow agent idea is so important. It's not an app you click to open. It's a silent, always-on process just running in the background of your OS. It's watching, learning, sorting your files, maybe answering your emails, even negotiating with other AIs for you while you're asleep.
And what this is going to create is a great split in the user base. You'll have the power users, the tinkerers, the ones who bought those Mac Minis. They'll stick with open source forks of OpenClaw to keep local control. But the mainstream, we're talking hundreds of millions of people, they will jump on the polished, secure, mum-proof OpenAI version without a second thought.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. The wild, chaotic, local-first era of AI agents is over. It's being paved over by a safe, convenient, managed service. And the question you're going to have to ask yourself when this rolls out is simple. You are gaining magic, but are you okay with losing the keys to your own house?